Sometimes, the greatest pain in a woman's heart doesn't come from what she loses, but from the carelessness of those she loves most. This is the story of the careless little bear. A tale that will touch your soul, remind you of your mother, and change the way you see the women in your life. Once upon a time, in a quiet green forest filled with tall pine trees and blooming flowers, lived a little bear named Benny. Benny was not like the other cubs. He was cheerful, full of energy, and always curious. He loved chasing butterflies, splashing in rivers, and rolling in the grass. But Benny had one weakness: he was careless. He never kept his things safe. He left his toys scattered, dropped food on the ground, and ignored the advice of his elders. His mother, a strong, gentle bear, loved him dearly but often sighed, saying, "Benny, my child, one day, your carelessness will bring you sorrow. Please learn before it is too late." Benny, still young and playful, would laugh and reply, "Oh mother, don't worry. I am strong, I am happy, and nothing bad will ever happen to me." One summer evening, Benny's mother gave him a special gift: a wooden flute. She had carved it with her own paws, carefully polishing it, and even decorating it with small forest flowers. Benny loved it. He played it all day, running from tree to tree, blowing happy tunes. But as usual, his carelessness returned. While chasing butterflies, he dropped the flute somewhere in the forest. When he realized it was missing, he searched everywhere, but it was gone. That night, he cried and told his mother. Instead of scolding, she stroked his fur and softly said, "My child, when we don't value things, they leave us. This flute was not just wood, it carried my love. Remember, love and carelessness can never stay together." Benny nodded but soon forgot her words. A few days later, Benny's mother spent the whole day picking berries under the hot sun. She filled a big basket to feed her little one. She returned tired, her paws scratched, her body aching, but with joy in her eyes because she knew Benny would smile. She gave the basket to Benny, asking him to hold it carefully while she rested. But Benny, distracted by fireflies, began to swing the basket around. Suddenly, it slipped and fell into the river. The water carried away every single berry. "Mother, I lost them," Benny stammered, afraid. His mother looked at the empty river, then at her hungry child. She smiled gently and said, "It's all right, my love. You eat my share tonight." That evening, Benny ate, while his mother stayed hungry. He didn't understand the weight of her sacrifice, but deep in her heart, she whispered, "One day, he will know." Seasons passed and winter arrived. The forest grew silent, covered in heavy snow. Food was scarce, and every animal struggled to survive. Benny's mother worked tirelessly before winter, collecting nuts, honey, and roots to keep them alive. She told Benny again and again, "Be careful, my child. These stores are all we have until spring." One snowy morning, Benny went to play outside. In his excitement, he left the storage den open. Hours later, when he returned, snow and ice had spoiled almost all the food. That night, Benny shivered in his mother's arms, feeling the emptiness in his belly. His mother held him close, her body weak from hunger. Tears rolled down her eyes, and for the first time, she whispered with pain. "Benny, I can survive hunger. I can survive the cold. But I cannot survive the pain of your carelessness." Her words struck Benny like thunder. For the first time, he felt guilt deeper than hunger. He saw the tired lines on her face, the cracks in her paws, and the silent love that had always protected him. The next morning, Benny woke before the sun. For the first time, he worked. He collected sticks for firewood, searched for roots under the snow, and carefully stored them in a safe place. When his mother awoke, she was surprised to see her little cub trying so hard. "Mother," Benny said with tears in his eyes, "I promise, I will never be careless again. I finally understand. Your love is more precious than anything in this world, and your sacrifices can never be repaid. But I will spend my life honoring them." His mother hugged him tightly, warmth filling her tired body. She whispered, "My child, that is all I ever wanted." From that day forward, Benny was no longer the careless little bear. He grew into a strong, responsible bear, admired by the whole forest. But deep inside, he always carried one lesson: a mother's sacrifices may be invisible, but they are endless. And no matter what we do, her debt can never truly be repaid. This story of Benny is not only about a bear, it reflects the reality of every woman's life, especially mothers. Women silently sacrifice their comfort and happiness. They often give without expecting anything in return. A mother's love is unconditional, but carelessness from her children wounds her heart. The message is clear: respect, gratitude, and care are the only ways we can honor women and mothers,